Yeah, we are here at the Sweden Rock Festival and we have some old friends here in Nazareth. I don't say please introduce yourself again, or maybe should I?
Yeah, well, you know, it's been, what, third time lucky.
I am Lee, and this is my dad.
Father and son in one interview. I can't remember I had anything like this before. So how did you enjoy the show today?
I thought it was great. I mean, it's a pity about the weather, but I mean, we were lucky because when we started, it was, it was dry.
Yeah.
That it started, but it was good. A great crowd. Always Sweden rocks. We've done it 3 times now, and it's always a great audience. You know.
Time here. Really?
We did it in what?
The first time you did it must have been with Daryl playing the drums. No, because I've only played here once before.
Ah.
Well, we did it in 2005 anyway.
And
then this one at this place.
Yeah.
No, that's great. I mean, I love the audience. The thing is about the Sweden Rocks Festival, it's not just Swedish people here.
Yeah.
They come from everywhere.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
And we see people out in the audience. You know, they're from Denmark. They're from the Russians. I've just been signing autographs.
Yeah.
They're from Russia. They're from Ukraine. They come from everywhere. I think this is probably one of the biggest rock festivals in the world.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
So you play here together with more 70s bands, but also with bands doing black metal and thrash metal.
Yeah.
This on one festival. What do you think about this?
Well, it's amazing. I think that rock music fans, particularly younger guys now, you know, they might be into some of the seriously heavy stuff, but they like to go and kind of check out what went before, you know. And certainly I'm interested in that myself. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing Slayer. Later on, definitely.
I remember your guitar player wore a Slayer t-shirt at Bang Your Head Festival.
No, but this is the thing. I mean, I know that the music has got nothing to do with what Nazareth do, but Jimmy loves those guys. He thinks they're great, you know.
But you know that these guys listened to Nazareth when they started.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, we dig them all, you know, but we don't. The only time we ever see these bands is when we play festivals, because most of the time we tour, you know, and it's just
and a lot. You tour a lot.
Oh, tell me about it, you know, and most of the time we tour, so you only meet all these other bands when you're doing something like this, you know, and it's good fun. I mean, most of my road crew today, they're saying, we're saying, well, when we finish all the interviews, we're going back to the hotel, to the bar. I've had enough. They're going, no, I want to see. You know, so we've got different transport to take them up because they want to see other bands, which is great. It's great, you know. Yeah.
Most big bands like you will go to the hotel anyway. So, that's cool that you want to stay here.
I know. I mean, as I said before, it's a great festival, and everybody knows about Sweden Rocks. Yeah. I mean, everybody. And true, you know, if you talk to anybody and say, we're going to do Sweden Rocks, they go, whoa, wow. You know, yeah, it's great. It's great. Love it.
The first time I heard you on CDs on the news, I think it's the first record you played, or?
It's the first studio record.
Yeah.
You know, I've done some live recordings, but that's the first. Well, there was 2 tracks we did as bonus tracks for a best of that was put out. Nazareth Gold, before, I think it was called. Yeah. So I played those. But it was the first time that I'd actually gone in with the band and a studio album.
When I say that you brought a little heavy metal drumming into this band, would you say I'm right?
Well, I hope so.
Yeah, you do. On Goy Loco, you play some double bass and and I like a drumming in Nazareth. So
thank you.
So have you the total freedom, or is other guys looking what you are doing?
Well, when you're putting new material together, you try playing it various different ways and see what works. And you know, sometimes you might overdo something. You think, no, I have to. You know, it's not. It's more about. It's got to be about the music and the song. You know. Yeah. But yeah, I try to keep myself interested. And, you know, just little things here and there. You know, it's good fun.
Nevertheless, when I think in the past, I think Resonance was one of the first songs with a nearly constant double bass.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned that earlier, and yeah, it probably was. But I can't really remember, but the double bass drum thing came in there just around that time, and maybe we were. I can't remember, Lee. What do you think? I think Deep Purple did it. I think Ian
Fireball, maybe.
He Ian Paice doesn't use double kicks. I mean, he did in the studio when he recorded. I think it was Speaking, yeah. But live he doesn't. He just uses the one pedal because he's just really clever.
Okay.
But I mean, you can either use two pedals or be really, really good and have a very fast right leg.
Yeah, that's true.
I could bore you with a history of the double bass drum if you like. I mean, it started with Louis Belson.
Louis Belson,
you know, and I think that some of the constant beats that you heard, Billy Cobham was doing that, you know, in the sort of early 70s and stuff. And then rock drummers started to think, well, you know, that kind of shuffle thing became really popular. Van Halen did it.
Oh yes,
you know, like Hot for Teacher and tracks like that. You know,
that's amazing. Hot for Teacher.
Oh, it's fab.
But I think
listen, we did Razum and Az before Van Halen were born.
You off.
You know,
we've been ripping you off.
Absolutely.
Van Halen were 3 years old when we did Razum and Az.
But we can also talk about playing bass. When I listen to nowadays hard rock and heavy metal production, the instrument bass is just a frequency. But your bass playing is a mix of rhythm and melody, like in Morning Dew.
Yeah, well, see, I really am not a bass player. I was a guitar player, and I play with a pick.
Yeah.
And I play the same way as I play the guitar. So
okay.
I can't do this stuff. You know, all these clever guys do that. I can't do that. So I just went, and you know, and it works for Nazareth.
Attack on the sound, you know, when you use a guitar pick.
But it's very fast.
Sometimes it's too fast for me.
Yeah, I think the original.
Especially when he starts the songs too fast.
Oh, that's cool.
It's not that they're too fast, it's just you're feeling tired that day.
I said to him before we go on stage some nights ago, Lee, could you just slow down a bit? You know.
What's it worth?
He keeps you young.
Well, or it's making me old.
Oh no, you're still, like we say, kick ass on stage. So everything is okay. The news, it's I think 3 years old now, 4 years.
2 years since we released it. 2008
Yeah?
we brought it out. Yeah. We recorded it in 2007.
Yeah.
And then by the time, you know, when you record an album,
Yeah.
it takes 6-7 months before they put
Release,
it on the street, you know.
Okay.
All going well, we should be doing a new album this year.
This is what I wanted to ask. Really?
Oh, yeah, so I got there first, right? So hopefully, you know, it's pretty much.
Yeah.
We're going to be in the studio in September.
Yeah.
So you'd imagine it'll probably come out next year in 2011.
So you have you write the songs on the road, or do you have a rehearsal room?
We've got to, because we're on the road all the time. You know,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
you know.
When I see your tour dates, I'm really amazed all the time.
So am I.
So you must be a millionaire with all the money you have.
I've got so much money and I don't know what to do with it all.
We need new cameras. No.
I say, if I was a millionaire, do you think I'd be sitting in Sweden playing in the pissing rain?
I think there are some millionaires here on this festival.
Yeah, there are. But they're not in Nazareth.
Okay. But you wrote, I think your back catalogue was remastered again now. Do you have full control of all the releases you made in the past?
And well, you give a record company your back catalogue, and they release them as they want to. What is very good actually, this Salvo, what they're doing is they started at the beginning, and they're releasing like sort of 3 albums every I don't know 6 months, and they do it in that order. And what I think is really good about that is I keep getting people writing to the website and they're saying, where can I get, you know, this record or that record? And I say, well, those ones have been out. If you just wait another 6 months, that one will come out, you know, and they're remastered and things, and they're very good actually.
Yeah, they sound great.
I'm very pleased with the job that they've done. You know.
You know what? It wasn't Speed King. It was Fireball.
Fireball, yeah.
Yeah. I was sitting there going, that can't have been right. It wasn't. So sorry, but you know, still very clever stuff.
But on the 1972 live video, they brought him a second bass drum and they put it away after Fireball.
Oh, did they really?
Really?
That's great. I didn't know that.
I think twin pedals weren't invented back then.
No, they didn't have them then. No.
So before you joined the band, which was your favorite song and your favorite Nazareth record? Hard to say, I think, huh?
You know, I'm a bit strange in that one. When I was growing up, just because you know, a lot of the early stuff came out when I was so young that I really wouldn't have known about it at the time. But I went back and listened to it, you know, later. But I remember, I think when like the first sort of albums I remember them coming out with was in the sort of early 80s. It would have been things like 2XS.
Yeah.
And well, I actually remember Malice in Wonderland. I used to really like that. What was that, 79?
79.
You know, I remember that. I just remember
8.
hearing the demos and stuff for that, and and because of that, you have a connection with some of the songs. You know, I always really liked Big Boy and things like that. And then there was, what was that? Was it the Full Circle? Round about that time is when I
can't remember Sunshine. You know. My mind started to go then.
My favourite Nazareth track, without a doubt, has got to be the Ballad of Hollis Brown.
He's taking the piss.
Okay.
A lot of people really like that one, though. You know?
Well, if you like that, you're fired. We're going to get a new drummer.
My favourite record may be Strange too, because it's close enough to rock and roll.
It was a great album. It was a great album.
But most people mention others, so...
Yeah, but you know, that's the funny thing about... They did on the website people, we call them the Webbies.
The Webbies?
That come on. And they say, okay, the guys are, you know, they're starting a new tour, you know, next year. Yeah. What do we want them to play in the set?
Okay.
And they list them all the songs. And we go, well, we're probably doing about 10 of them already, but sometimes they ask for things, you go like, we're never going to play them live, you know? And it's funny, when they did a poll to say, what was the favourite Nazareth albums? So we all thought it would be Razamanaz or, you know, Hair of the Dog, or, you know, the really big. But the one that actually won the poll was Malice in Wonderland.
Really?
Which is...
I think it was Hair of the Dog.
No, it was Malice in Wonderland.
I got quite a lot of votes, but I don't know.
But that's cool.
Yeah, you go. You don't know what you don't know what people are.
But that's a good thing about internet. You are connected to the people, and
it's a good thing and it's a bad thing.
Yeah. I'll tell you the thing is that you get people that are like huge fans of the band and go and see the band a lot, so they want to hear different stuff because
of course,
But the problem is that you have to play. There's certain songs that you've just got to do. Because when you're going and playing in bars and clubs and stuff, you know, there'll be people there that don't come and see you all the time, and they're going to wonder why you didn't play, you know, Razamanaz, Hair of the Dog, Love Hurts.
Yeah.
You know, if you come to Europe, Dream On, you've got to do that one.
Of course.
You know, it's just...
other hits, you
know what happens is...
So you want a light? Oh, there you go. From behind the camera.
Thank you, darling. Don't show this to my wife, because I'm supposed to have stopped smoking, okay?
We won't tell anybody, just the whole world.
We'll just put it on the internet.
It's okay, she'll laugh. No, the thing... what was the question again?
No, I was just talking there. I was saying that you can't please all of the people all of the time.
Because we go into rehearsals. We usually do rehearsals in January. Yeah. Because normally you don't tour in January. Yeah. Because nobody's got any money. They're all paying their visa bills from Christmas, you know. You know, so we rehearse in January, and then we go out and start in February, and then we start the whole thing again. And that's when we change the set.
But, but this year Dan was out in Germany doing this Rock Meets Classic tour through January. Yeah. So we never really got the chance to get into rehearse. So, you know, it's difficult, and then to try and change the set list when you're just touring all the time, it's complicated. We're not like Frank Zappa's band, you know, where you just learn the whole back catalogue. we struggle with the memory cells a little bit, you know.
Okay. What happens is, like, when you go to do the set every year, and everybody's the same. I mean, I know Deep Purple, they're friends of ours. They're the same. Uriah Heep, all these guys. There's about 8-9 songs that you've got to do.
Absolutely.
You must do. Or people will ask for their money back, you know. So you've got to do these things. So then with the other 6 songs, then you can change them around, you know. And that's what we do. I mean, as Lee said, you've got to do a certain amount of them, and you know. And then after, although we enjoy doing them because it pleases the crowd. You know,
Yeah.
when you see people smiling, you go, hey,
Yeah.
you know, this is great. You know,
And it's not boring to play This Fly Tonight for, let's say, the 1,000th time?
I've done it. I've done This Flight Tonight so many.
It's magic every time.
Because I can hear this song every day without being bored, so maybe
No,
it's the same with you playing it.
And when most of the songs that we play, the ones that we play all the time, they're pretty much stuck where they are. You've got to do them that way.
Yeah.
But well, you can change them a little bit, but
Yeah.
generally. But with the other ones, then you can screw around with it, you know,
Okay.
and you can have a bit of fun there,
Yeah.
you know. And so, actually, that set we did today, normally we play for almost 2 hours,
Yeah.
and they said you've got 1 hour and 15 minutes, so everybody's in the dressing room, and it's really difficult. You know, you go like, okay, what are we going to get? What do we drop? What do we keep? And how do you make the set run?
Yeah.
So today everybody went, well, it's Sweden Rocks, all the ballads, you know,
Yeah.
and just pick the. And I thought it was a good set.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll tell you something, Lee. I was just thinking that set that we did today, that would be a good set, and if we could get someone else for the encore, that'd be all right. It's a good set.
You know, he's always thinking. You see, he's always thinking.
We just we did interviews here, but we heard it and saw them a little bit off the screen,
Aye.
left and right of the
Aye.
stage.
Uh-huh.
We will visit you when you play on the clubs next time.
Oh, well, that's the best place to see us. I mean, we love playing festivals.
Yeah.
We love to play them, but we're a great club band.
I know, I know.
You know, that's when we really rock. You know, when we can see everybody.
Yeah.
You
You
know,
should hear our doctor.
I mean, when you play these things, you can see everybody.
Yeah.
But they're so, you know, when you can make eye contact
Yeah.
to people,
Absolutely,
it's so
that's-
much different, you know. But when you're out there and there's, I don't know, 30,000 people, you can't look at them all. You
No.
know, you just go like that.
Yeah, it can feel strange to be on a stage that size
Yeah.
because you're used to having people a bit closer to you.
Yeah.
But there, you're really relying on monitor systems and stuff because you know, and as with festivals, you can't really sound check properly. You do a line check on every instrument
Yeah.
and you go.
You just get on and hope for the best.
Yeah,
You know?
but it sounded great.
I mean, a band like Aerosmith are going to be used to playing on stages like that, and their crew and everything will have that
Yeah.
down, you know. But for us, it's quite unusual going and play on a stage like that size, you know.
We don't do this every night.
No?
It was good. I enjoyed it, you know. I was quite nervous actually, I have to say, just because. Not because.
You pussy.
Not because of the. I'll tell you why. Because of that, you think, well, what's it going to sound like?
Yeah.
You don't know until you get on there.
Yeah,
you
I know what you mean. Yeah,
So, but it
I'm
was-
a drummer too.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, there you go then.
He spent the first 3 numbers up there going like,
Turn the bass down.
you're too loud, turn down, you're too loud.
He's
I
going,
went,
it's not me. It's not me. It's coming from everywhere.
It's nothing to do with me. I'm only playing this sucker.
You're louder than a helicopter.
I thank you again for this interview, the 3rd Nazareth interview in the history of Street Clip TV.
I think it's the best one. It was father and son.
Yeah, it's something unique.
Yeah, well.
I don't remember. I think with Van Halen we could do the same. Meanwhile,
Oh, aye, that's right. Aye.
Yeah?
Aye, he's got his boy playing
bass
the bass.
player, I think,
That's right.
yeah,
Aye.
yeah.
Well, you see, the thing is, I could easily have my son, who's a bass player, who is one of the best bass players in the planet.
really?
Oh, he's fantastic. Right? And I could have him here. He plays a lot better than me, but I'm older, so I don't give him the job.
That's good. So, guys, thank you. Next time I want to hear Morning Dew in the German version.
Well, we're not. Oh,
Absolutely.
Morgenthau.
yeah,
Morgenthau. Yeah. We can do that.
yeah. Next time in the club, I will remind you before the show. Okay.
How do you play the drums in German?
Oh, get this harder sticks.
That's
And-
it. Aye.
Okay, your promoter is looking at me and told
Oh,
me we are over the time.
She's
right
the
now.
boss. She's the boss.
She's the boss. So I
You
have
know what
to.
women are like, you know.
Well, it's nice to see you again. All the best.
Thank you. And next time we will meet at the club,
All right.
and we will have some fun then. Too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on in. Cheers.
Cheers.